So we all not getting nothing for Christmas this year, right? Like, we all agree, like, there's no Secret Santa. Like, we're not expecting anything from each other, right? Like, we just this year, though. Like, next year, yeah. But, like, this year, we're cool, right? We all agreed, right? Like, okay, we could do Dollar General and Dollar Tree.
We really do. You got cold.
Look, folks, I don't want to be the one to tell you that Santa Claus is dead, but he didn't die of old age. He probably died because he couldn't afford his property taxes and he had to take a predatory bridge loan out from some private equity firm in Boca Raton. It's December, folks. That means it is the most wonderful time of the year. And by the most wonderful time of the year, I mean the slow car crash that we are witnessing that is the American consumer's psyche. The lights are on, the malls are open, but there ain't no one there. You just got 3 teenagers who are filming a TikTok dance and a security guard who's wondering if he can eat his leather belt if he boiled it enough. The truth is, the cost of living crisis is no longer a crisis, ladies and gentlemen. It is a lifestyle. People are working 16-hour days while having to drive Uber at the end of the day until their eyes bleed. And for what? Just so they can finance for 24% over 4 easy payments, a nice, lovely labubu for their niece. That's where we're at in America. And for those who are wondering what a labubu is, because you're a sane person, you don't fall into the cultural zeitgeist that I have to understand just to make this show, it's this guy. This jagged tooth little nightmare that costs more than a month's supply of insulin is what the kids desire. It's what they yearn for. And it's the parents and the extended family's responsibility to go into crippling debt just to satiate those little nihilists. Looking at American right now, I can feel like this is what it felt like to watch Rome as the Goths descended on it and started burning the bathhouses. Holiday spending is in the toilet. There was a nice bump there during the Black Friday event. Of course, most of that was people financing, again, either crap for their kids or just food. But if you look in the back of most of these stores now, all you see is a buildup. Whether that's Walmart, whether that's Target. The fact is no one out there is buying right now. The inventory is piling up, right? The forecast of what sales were going to be is just absolutely wrong. You know, the people who decide that are the same people who believe that the economy is in excellent shape, even though consumer debt is at its highest that it's ever been, even though people are struggling to get by and they know those numbers. So the orders that they did to bring this shit into the warehouses were just fueled by delusion. Even the luxury market started to collapse, and that's what the economy was thriving on. I mean, you're having a buildup of inventory of things that shouldn't exist. No one needs a smart toaster that costs $4,000. The warehouses are overflowing. They're bursting at the seam with a bunch of worthless junk that was made in a place where the factory worker hasn't seen the sun since 2019. Also, it can sit in a dark warehouse in New Jersey or Delaware because Kevin from suburban Ohio can't afford a Snickers bar, no less a $300 espresso suite. We have to look at the numbers because I say that's the important thing. We always have to look at the numbers, even though you can't trust the numbers anymore, but that's fine. Because at this point, the CFO is just throwing darts at a board that's covered in blood. Rent's up 40%. Eggs are still up everywhere. Hope in this country is essentially non-existent. We're talking about creating a 50-year mortgage because the vast majority of Americans can't buy any of the houses that are on the market, and we have a record number of homes that are on the market, but they're so expensive that even if you're making $100,000 a year, good luck getting a mortgage on that. People aren't shopping this year, not like they used to, because they just don't have the income to do so. What they're doing is window shopping. You know, the kind of torture that you do to yourself, wishing that you were well off enough that you can afford the things that you don't actually need. Because just a couple years ago, we could afford all the shit that we didn't need. That's what American dream actually was. But it's not just about the sales numbers being down over this holiday season, which are very important. It's important for one reason, right? Companies are going to have to make realignments to their structure. They're going to have to look at the company runs and justify to their shareholders why they couldn't break the record for profits that they got last year. And what's going to be the result of that, and how is that going to affect the working class? Layoffs. They're not going to call it layoffs because layoffs is a hot button topic right now. And everyone knows that corporations are just getting rid of people so they don't actually have to pay their bonuses because they're just filthy criminals. We call it something like a strategic human resource realignment. You know, a real sanitized corporate version of taking someone's livelihood away. They'll say something like, you know, we really value your contribution to the team, and unfortunately we regret that we're going to have to let you go. But here's a $15 gift certificate to Starbucks. Don't spend it all in one place. Thank you for your service. That's your corporate goodbye on the holidays. And all this is going to happen on December 23rd. And if you really zoom out and look at the sociopathic behavior of these corporate managers, it's really fascinating to watch as they sit around inside their glass-walled office, eating food that's been catered by a restaurant that's so expensive it doesn't even put prices on the menu. And they're talking about head counts and how they can reduce those so they can make the Q4 earnings report look less like a suicide note. Like, they don't care if you worked 80 hours a week and were a reliable employee for them for the past 18 years. They don't care about your niece's labubu. They care about inventory turnover. And the only thing right now that's turning over is the stomach of every middle manager who knows that he's probably going to be losing his job on January 3rd. So that's it, and that's where the story for today kind of ends. Listen, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. I know I'm early, but it is what it is. I'm a festive guy. Buy the little plastic monster. Max out your credit card. Why not? Buy shit like you have no intention to pay off, because when the bubble bursts here, and it will with the force of 1,000 suns, at least you'll have a pile of unsold inventory that you can burn to keep warm. The ship is sinking, ladies and gentlemen. This ship, the USS America, is sinking. And as that ship sinks, the orchestra is getting together and play Jingle Bells, because this holiday season is becoming a holiday nightmare, as people all over the country right now are just in absolutely rough shape. So we have to lean into the abyss. We have to look deep into the darkness, the madness, the maelstrom of the economy, and we have to laugh. Keep that permanent toothy grin on your face like you're one of those little plastic monsters yourself, and don't let them get you down. Don't let them break you. Don't let them win. Understand that they're playing a game with your lives, and be mad about it. If you're still here at this point, like and subscribe. Think about becoming a member. Donations always great to the channel. Listen, we can't always be too serious because we'll drive ourselves crazy. And with the holiday season here, it is a time of madness and spectacle and fun and frivolity. So you really have to pick what direction your mental health wants to go. And no, I'm not about to shill anything. I'm just saying, you have to keep your head up in these times. You have to think positively during dark times. Develop a Gallows humor, because that's how you win. That's how you keep your sanity. And even if keeping your sanity is the only thing that you have left, that's a victory in the face of the corporate monsters that are trying to destroy us all. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time as always. We love you here. Get out, don't freeze your ass off, dress in layers, hydrate, eat a high protein diet, stay away from the ultra processed nonsense. We love you. Take care.